Happy Sunday!
Happy Sunday!
Hope you guys are having a great day. You can see my little co-host here.
Papa.
Yes, all of your words. So, today I want to talk about how to avoid feeling so conflicted between work and family life. That struggle is so real. But before we get into the content, just want to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Phil Blanc, and I am a physician who, despite all of my training and education, still, when we had our daughter who you just met a few years ago, guess who was feeling a little clueless? Forget a little clueless. Often I felt clueless. Yeah, me. That was me. So I wanted to create a platform where parents could come together and shed ideas and just feel empowered, and hopefully at the end of it feel less clueless. And if you feel like this kind of content would be something that you would enjoy, please do not hesitate to click on the like or love button. Feel free, if there's someone who you know could benefit from these parent hacks, feel free to share and tag people who you think would benefit. So let's get into the content. So, of course, we have to start with a story. So last week, there was an event that my daughter had, and my wife was telling me about it, encouraging me, like, you probably should go to this event. And, I'm probably sitting at my desk, working, because I do work from home most days out of the week. And I'm like, nah, I think I'm going to skip out on this. And my wife was like, you sure about that? Like not making me feel guilty at all, right? Just kidding. So, I got to thinking about it, and I rewinded back to a time when we were invited to another event for my daughter. And there was that same point of decision. Am I going to go? Am I not going to go? Am I going to miss work or not? And it was such a good decision to go, because when you get there, you realize that some kids, their parents are not there, and some parents are there. And I think it's the parents being there for some of the kids that makes it even worse, to think that your child could be there and looking around and, all these other kids' parents are there, and then their own parent is not there. So when I got there and saw what was going on, I was like, man, I'm so glad that I could be here to support her. And it was the same thing. I decided to go to this most recent event, and getting there, it was like she almost had a relief to know that while the other kids, their parents were there, that we were also there as well. And you saw that she was happy, and it made it all worth it. So I, in response to the title for this, how do you avoid feeling so conflicted about work and family, and sometimes wanting to prioritize family over work, but work just getting in the way. Maybe it's not even that. Maybe there isn't even a whole lot at work going on, but you still find a way to put work in front of family. I'm going to read you something that's going to change your mind. And if you remember this, then you have a pretty good chance at not feeling as conflicted as you've ever been about this issue. So on Instagram, we are known as the Love and Hip Docs. No shame in that plug. So Love and Hip Docs. And we posted something. I posted a post. It says, I reposted a post. It says, if you knew how quickly your boss will replace you if you die, you will pay more attention to your family rather than your job. And it just resonated with so many people. Even this actress, you might remember her as Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show, Garcelle Beauvais. Shout out to Garcelle, and thank you so much for liking our post. I was like, man, if she even responded, I mean, this must really be hitting home to people. And I think a lot of us just struggle with balancing work and life. But when you put it into that kind of perspective, then it just really makes you remember that your family is your inheritance. It's your legacy. It's what you leave behind. And your job sometimes and oftentimes is not really. And once you are gone, like, there is someone likely who will replace you. Whether you are a small time common person, whether you're a celebrity, that's kind of the reality. So There's also a wonderful quote that I can, paste in this post as well, and it says something to the effect of, you have all these different balls in your life. You have work, you have family, you have health, you have spirit, and whereas work is the rubber ball in your life, all the other balls are glass balls. And as you're juggling them, remember that if you drop work, that can bounce back. But if you drop the others, they are so fragile. They're made out of glass that they can be shattered and irrevocably just destroyed. And so, it's just important to keep these things in mind, and hopefully that will help you when, making that, you're in that moment of decision and you're like, should I, shouldn't I? Is this that important? Especially when it comes to those big events that, your kids have or your family has. I remember even being in residency. Actually, I'm thinking about this now, and I remember it was my grandmother's 80th birthday, and it happened to fall on, when we were celebrating her birthday, it happened to fall on my first weekend as a resident physician, as an emergency medicine resident. And, I still think about that, even now, I still think about, man, like, those big moments, you don't want to miss out on them. And so for me, it actually even had as profound an effect as even, leaving clinical medicine for a while, just because, those just weren't compatible with having the kind of family life that I had wanted. So, we just have to do what we have to do to prioritize what's of most important to us. And if family is most important to you, then I hope that this will just help when you're being tugged in different directions. I hope just remembering things like what I mentioned will help going forward. So with that, have you ever feel conflicted about work and life, and what has helped you? Would love to hear from you. Please do leave your comments in the comment section below. Again, please tag and share any friends that you think would benefit from this dialogue. I look forward to hearing from you, and I wish you a wonderful day and an even more awesome, amazing, gratifying week ahead, including Monday, which is like, Monday, but hopefully this will help get you through. All right, later. Bye-bye. Bye.